Yes.
Right, okay, firstly, Ryan, you will notice that you have an extra token. Greg Stafford had died and had a memorial service. It was supposed to be on the first week of the month. So what I did was I sent everybody a Greg token. And basically what happens is if you die, Greg Stafford comes back from the spirit plane and retcons your death, but you only get the one. And it's basically a get out of jail free card to commemorate his passing. So that's what your Greg token is. The luck token you just use the same way as normal.
Greg.
Yes, poor Greg. Right, you just finished off all of the Trollkin. One of them had run off towards the north and disappeared into the darkness. So do you want to... You can light a torch and carry it with a shield, but you can't use the shield while holding a torch, because you'll basically stab yourself in the face with a burning torch. You can drop it on the ground, but it will go out if you roll a 96 to 00 according to the rules. So you can drop a torch and fight around it.
Yeah, I'll light a torch then.
Right, so what I am going to do is put you as a light source. There you go. So you're carrying a torch. Cool. Right, so what do you want to do? Basically, yeah, like I said, it's ran off up the top. You finish off all of these Trollkins lying on the floor.
I guess we should head north and check out the cavern further up then. We did just come up here, didn't we?
Yeah. Do you want to immediately follow up? You can do first aid on yourself, but you'll probably take about 5 minutes or so to find your wounds up if you want to do it that way.
No, I'm good. Does anyone else need it? You've taken some damage, right?
They probably heard us, so they'll be coming.
That, or they'll be preparing like an ambush or something.
Yeah.
You should probably stay back though, and not like be too.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick.
Far forward.
I'm gonna stay back. I've taken some damage, so I'm gonna first aid me.
Right, like I said, it will take a few minutes to do that if you want to do first aid.
It's a long time.
I mean, you can take time to do it. That's fine.
If that's as far as we can see, is it worth lobbing a torch just a little bit up the corridor to the northwest, so it extends our view range, sort of thing? Or just a couple of squares or something?
We could do, yeah.
It'll be slow going if you're going to lob a torch up every 5 feet, though.
Oh, no,
well, it's just while if people like first aid and repairing and stuff, that's all.
I'll move a little bit forward then. Just to...
Right, well, you move forward. Obviously, it's quite quiet, apart from your clanking armour, because you're all wearing plate and what have you, and I bet you've got no move silently skill.
Yeah.
Right, yes. The cavern just extends off ahead.
Right. Are we still in turn sequence? Out of turn sequence?
You're currently out of turn sequence, so I'm reset that. You're out of combat.
I'll have Bulbin move up to the right there.
Right, so do you have any plan? I mean, obviously I know because there's a battle map, it looks like more intimidating. So you're like only just creeping forward. Are you just planning to creep forward in a certain order, or?
I'm fine with just not going too slow, but just being careful as we go. Kind of reduce our normal move speed a little bit, not too much, because I mean it's not like. I mean, we do have people who can stealth if they want to go ahead, but we don't have the ability to see in the dark, though.
I do.
See, there we go.
How long does Spirit Sight last? Is it 15 minutes?
Is it rune magic or spirit magic?
It's spirit magic, but it's a 3-pointer. I think it's got a longer duration than normal ones.
I don't believe so.
Sorry, second sight.
Second sight. No, it's just a normal duration, unfortunately. You can use an extension spell, use one of your rune points to extend it, but that'll extend it to 15 minutes. If you wanted to extend it like that.
No, I don't think it's worth the risk.
It's really intimidating when you're faced by that big blackness now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with marching forward if you guys want to stay a little bit back, but
Right, here's the plan. You go forward slowly. We'll follow up slowly, right? As soon as we make contact with anything, forgot my accent there. I'll cast my spell so I can see in the dark, and I'll fire through past, because they'll have people that'll hang back.
I forgot how weird you sounded.
Oh, thank you very much.
Right, okay, well, move forward and then everybody sort of move into your positions.
I can't find me fucking dog.
So is this just... Alright, okay. Because there's... I don't know if you're seeing what we're seeing, because it looks like there's a wall in front of me. Is that actually a wall?
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
This is just a small room.
No, the corridor leads up to the northwest. So if you go west...
It's just black that way, still, even though I've got light.
Because on my screen, I can click on you, and it's shown that you can see up to the left.
No, it's
Nope.
just black.
Right, after that technical difficulty with the map, and I'll move Tony, as Tony is going to be late.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep moving up. Are you guys gonna move up behind me as well?
Oh yeah.
Right, I've lost Tony. Does anybody know where Tony is? Ah, there he's there.
Mr. McLovin's next to me.
Right, so as you move up the tunnel, if you would like to make listen rolls, please.
Can I make one for Bourbon as well?
You certainly can.
He doesn't seem to have a listen skill on there, so I'll have to go into his sheet, right?
Nice fumble. You can take it on a fumble as well, I've decided. So if you fumble a skill, you get a skill check, because you know not to do that again. So you know not to poke yourself in the ear with your spear.
I mean, also, if you do a fumble listen roll, you might hear something you didn't think you heard, so he's technically still here.
Yeah, very true.
Shh. Can you smell that?
Tracy, why are you clicking listen constantly? Tracy?
It's the because I've got the press to talk key bound to space. When I'm pressing it, it's whatever my thing's on, it's rolling it. Right, I might.
Right, so you start moving up the tunnel. Nobody actually hears anything unusual. It is like creaking and making weird underground noises.
I'll just continue to creep forward then. I want to hug the left side of the wall.
Yep.
And every so often, Bourbon will move up to stay next to Beyond, probably.
I'm gonna have an arrow ready.
Right. So you knock an arrow You move through the tunnels. It is scarily black compared to what you're used to. Right, I'll move Tony up a little bit. He's going to try and stay in the light.
It's on the edge of it, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, you see an opening appearing to your left. And what happens is you also hear a slingstone bouncing off either you or off the wall. If you just give me a second. Right, okay.
Well, I thought
Right.
we dress a dog in a Halloween spider outfit and send him running up the tunnel.
There's a metallic
Crap.
clang as a slingstone bounces off Ryan's left leg. It doesn't penetrate his armour though. It comes from up ahead somewhere, you guess.
I will cast Second Sight.
Right, okay. Would you care to roll initiative, please?
Is that everyone or
Yeah.
just okay?
Right, I'm just setting up the initiative board. Okay. And Earl, you can give me a power times 5 roll to cast Second Sight. You succeed, so I will add
I can see.
Second Sight. Right, and then right. Okay, Earl, you cast Second Sight. You basically see everybody's aura glowing ahead of you. But Kane is kind of blocking your view at the moment. So you see like a warm blue glow around everybody.
I'll move forward slightly then.
Right, so he's gone. Next up is McLovin.
I'm going to actually light a torch around the corner.
Right, okay then. You light a torch. Give me a dex times 5 roll. Because you're trying to do it in quite the dark.
As soon as I can find the roll scan.
It'll be on your character sheet next to your dex. There's a little roll thing. Oh, there's Andy joined us. Right, pausing again. Right, Brissy, you succeed in lighting a torch, and you don't have a shield, do you? You just have your axe.
No, I think I've got a small shield or a medium shield.
But do you have it out? That is the question.
Yeah, I think I have, because I was fighting with it when we were fighting the Trollkins.
Okay, Kane, you're up next.
Right.
Movement wise, you can discovered move half your movement and still participate in combat. So if you move your 2 squares, you can't actually attack. If you don't you can actually run 24 meters, but that means you don't get any dodges or parries or anything if that's just running.
Okay. I'll still be careful and move to... I'm going to move to here.
Okay. Next up, Crodan. You've moved to the side, but again, you do think that you see indistinct auras around, but obviously Kane's in the way.
I'll just keep moving, trying to get an angle on where they come. Where did the sling stone come from, left or right?
You can give me a scan roll because it is quite dark. Right, you think it roughly came from the left fork ahead, which is a slope.
The slope going up or down?
The slope's going down. It's only a little slope.
Yeah, I'll have to have a closer look, but I was just making sure it isn't one of those ones I'm just going to have to slide down or something. I could see that being an issue.
Right, I'll just wait with me arrow ready, and as soon as something presents itself, I'm shooting it.
Right, can you actually see that on the edge
I
of your
can.
vision? Right.
I can see.
You can
Trollkin,
see
so-
a Trollkin, and he's just legging it. He's running towards the top of the tunnel.
I'll shoot him.
You can certainly have a go. Right, go ahead.
Yay, and he's in trouble.
Right, he is actually running for it, also he's not getting a dodge or anything. And you miss, unfortunately.
It's no surprise there.
I'll check. Yont can't get a shot because you're in the way, and it's dark. So this Trollkin runs full tilt up that way.
What's the range on a sling? Like the optimal range?
The range on a sling is 80. Each square is 4 meters, so 20 squares.
Right.
So you say another one come running out of there and heading up that way. Next up we have the mighty Bourbon, bane of all things.
Can he can see 7 over the dog, right? Over.
He should be able to. Yes.
He'll
Yes,
take
he can just see it right on the edge of the light.
He'll take a shot at that Trollkin.
Okay, go ahead. Give it a shot.
God, Bourbon, come on! He's supposed to be killing everything for us because we're weak.
Oh.
Poor Bourbon.
Sorry. Right, that's the end of the round. Okay, next up we have that Trollkin. Leg, like he's full on pegging it up that way.
I'll put another shot on him if he's still.
Actually, Earl, you got a second shot because obviously you're using a bow. My mistake. You get 2 shots around with the bow, and Bourbon actually would get 2 shots with the sling because it's as many as can be loaded. So from the last round, have another shot.
I missed again.
Bourbon missed as well.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, so that Trollkin does run up that way. And next up we have Kane.
I want to move out of the line of sight of people, so I'm going to move 2 squares diagonally to the right, just to try and keep light on them for people to maybe get another shot off.
Right, okay. And then we have Tony. Let's see, can't Tony? No, sorry. tell you what I haven't done. I haven't added 20 in, so that was quite embarrassing. Right, so next up is Tony. He'll move on to the side, and then he can actually see Trollkin 7 dimly, but he can see him.
Yeah.
So he is going to fire his. Right, he does 2 points of damage to Trollkin 7 in the head though. But unfortunately, the Trollkin are wearing scraps of leather and fur and things like that. It just seems like the general armor. It doesn't seem to have done any damage to the Trollkin. Okay, you see another one absolutely legging it. And Trollkin 7. Runs off up that way as well. And then next up we have Bobbin.
Here we go, Bobbin. It's your time to shine. He can hit 8. Right, you can do this, I believe.
Yes, you can.
In the head.
He strikes it in the head. And the Trollkin, it's 6 damage. Yeah, the Trollkin crashes to the ground unconscious.
Oh, wow. He's unstoppable.
I won't get another shot this round, will I? Or will I?
You will, yes. It's the end of the round now, so you can have a shot. But that Trollkin there that you can see has actually fallen to the ground unconscious with a big dint in the top of his head.
And I can't see anything with me.
No, because unfortunately, again, Kane has managed to stand right in the line of sight.
In that case, I'll take a step.
Yeah, I mean, the idea was that you'd be able to see down the left fork if that's where they went. But
They ran away.
Yeah.
They ran for it. You saw 3 Trollkin basically run for it. One of them went down. He's only unconscious though, he's not dead.
I'm sure he'll bleed out.
Right, it's the beginning of a new round, so I need to do a little bit of bookkeeping.
Sure.
Can you see me actually rolling stuff or not?
Yep.
Yes.
Ah, okay, that's a bit of a flaw, but never mind. Never mind, we live and learn as we play this game.
Exactly.
Right.
We'll have to get one of them Malian bastards as a slave. You
Or
walk
we
around
could
lighting
just
things up for.
I really do not like them.
Not a fan.
Smarmy bastards.
Right, you can hear the shuffling of feet, and it does sound like more than one. It sounds like you hear the odd clank as people are catching on or armor, or the scrape as a weapon scrapes off rock, and it sounds like there's a lot of like moving around as if something or some things are moving into position.
Watch your arse there, Kane. I think we
Right.
found the big lads.
Yeah, Croden, you're up next. Tony's moved forward, trying to stay in the pools of light.
I'm going to hide in the dark.
Are you going to make an actual hide roll as well? Right. You hide and sneak. Like
And
hidey
Dag's
sneaky thing.
Dag's working his way up to Trollkin number 8 to eat his feckin' throat.
Oh god.
Right. Kian, you're up, sir. What would you like to do?
Okay. I want to take this corner wide. I'll move. I'll creep slowly up on the right. Ooh, I see the edge of a Trollkin. Oh,
I
the
believe
edge of
you
his
do.
name. Yeah.
Yes, you can just see him. Right. Unfortunately for you, there's more clattering noises as several sling stones come flying out and just bounce harmlessly around you.
Yeah, it's fine.
They literally, they don't even come close. You're a sitting duck, you stood there, and Trollkin just shouted.
Humac has my back.
Yeah, Humac's looking after you. Next up, we have McLovin.
I'm going to move up around the corner so I can actually see what the hell's going on.
It's get eerie this with lighting on. I love it. I love it. Unfortunately, I have to click on these and then go into play mode so I can see what you can see and what can see you, which is slowing it down a little bit, but we'll get better. Right, he's took his held action. Right, it is unconscious on the floor. Next up we have Bourbon, but I believe he can't say anything now.
No, he's just gonna
to move him.
Yeah, he's just gonna move up and stay with the group here to give them some.
The moral support.
I'm trying to stay away from Kodan, so it doesn't disrupt his stealthing.
Right. Soul sight, second sight. I don't believe that has a specific range listed, so it's just as normal sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So I'll tell you what. You give me a scan roll. A success. Right. You see further up the tunnel, like the predator-like blue outline. It looks like a blob of maybe 2 or 3 Trollkins standing together, but you can't make out individually.
I'll shoot the brightest fecker.
You can just shoot them all. Okay, go ahead. $99, that's got to be a fumble.
I don't know. Because I've got a good skill.
That's true. Right, again, the Master Hunter shoots an arrow off, it clatters off into the caverns. There's no cry of pain.
How didn't you starve to death?
You hear like, you're sure you hear like sniggering from overhead.
Oh, that's it.
And next up is Bourbon's moved, hasn't he?
Yeah, Bourbon moved.
Round 3.
I've only fired 4 feckin' arrows, and not one of them's hit with me 75% skill.
I believe
right.
you.
Earl, there's a sling stone like smashes itself off the rocks right next to your head, but it misses. Well, actually, right next to your right leg, but misses.
Oh, that's not good. Noticed.
Because you're hiding, and for some reason you're like crouched down in the darkness. But for some reason, it appears that something's seen you because it took a slingshot at you.
Did I see which blob that came from?
You can give me a scan roll and see if you can figure it out, because they're all packed together.
Why can't I
Critical.
fire arrows like that?
Yes, it's the one that's on the far end of the long blob of blue.
Right. As I'm knocking me next
But you can't actually make out any details. You can just see a blob in the darkness because it's out of sight.
Oh, I know. Don't worry.
Right, and next we have a shot at Kane. Hits on the abdomen for 8 damage.
8 damage.
I take, is your shield like holding over left arm, chest and abdomen?
Yes.
That's the normal place you would
That
hold it,
is
unless you specifically move it up or down.
Yeah, unless I stayed, otherwise that is.
It'll bounce, it just bounces off your large shield.
Yeah.
And you're like, shields are so good.
Oh yeah.
He is out of sight, so that he will just wait. Right, next up we have Crodan. It appears your hiding skill is not working.
Well, it appears me shooting in the face skill's not working anyway, but I'm going to have another try.
You know you've got that rune spell where you automatically hit except on a 96 to 100.
No, that'll do.
Oh, an impale on the left arm. Right.
That's gone.
No.
13.
Actually, there's a loud thunk as if the arrow's gone into wood and gone through the wood, and there's a little howl of pain. But it from your practiced ears, it sounds like he was holding some kind of wooden shield, and it's.
I'll be holding it for a while because I've nailed the fecker to his arm.
You've just nailed his shield to his arm with an impale.
You've given him a free arm. You can use something in that hand now, and then the shield will be automatically equipped. Doesn't even have to hold it.
Yeah, basically. But there is a howl of pain, which is awesome, basically. You're like, it does work, finally! Right.
I'll give me bow a quick stroke, good lad.
Okay, Kane, you're up, sir.
Right, and further into the darkness I go. And I take it that's a slope going up.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Right, the walls of this room are actually turning more yellow as you get up this side.
What colour were the prior? Like
They were white. They were white in
white.
the sort of straightened through to yellow. Right, so you moved. You can actually see. You can see a Trollkin. He has. He's hopping up and down in pain, and there's an arrow gone straight through his small shield, and it apparently has nailed it to his arm. But the arm hangs useless, so he's basically flopping about, going, like waving his arm about with his shield, like with nailed to his arm by an arrow. So you're guessing that may be the one that Earl shot. Right, McLovin?
How many squares can I move in a single combat turn maximum?
2 if you're in combat mode, like i.e. treating parry or dodge. If you run, you can move 24 meters, which is 6 squares.
Right, I'm going to hug the wall and move up behind Ken. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move up 5 squares, hugging the wall.
Well, you might as well do 6 if you're running, because you can't do a parry or dodge if you're moving like not a combat speed.
6 then.
I intend to do my meet and greets next turn.
Feckin' Dag is going to chew the throat out of that downed Trollkin.
Right, okay, make a bite roll. He gets plus 20% for a down 4. does no damage. Right, so he chews on it, but it's got a little bit of natural armor and skin, and it's like sort of going, like ripping at the leather and things like that that's on its arms.
He's just going to stay there and chew till it stops breathing.
Right, okie doke.
I'll move forward a little bit and I'll take another. I'll draw a bead on that area up there, but I'm not going to fire yet. So
Let me give Bulb an
I've got a feeling that little fecker's not going to be around for much longer.
Right, okay, yeah, that's moved. Right, 8 is unconscious. Seven was up next. Right, okay. And finally we have Bobbin.
He's in range, but I doubt he has sight on it, right?
No, he hasn't got sight on that.
He's going to move up 6 squares. Actually, 1, 2. Yeah, he's going to move up to like here and hug the wall, like 6 squares up.
Right. Right, Earl, you get a second shot with your bow. Again, because we're using the simplified initiative roll, you'll have to remind us, in general, people have 2 shots with certain missile weapons, so you get one in your turn and 1 at the end of the round. Oh, so close! You need new dice.
You need new virtual dice.
You need new
virtual dice are shite.
Right, Earl, can you make me another scan roll, please?
Yes.
Right, you can't make out individual auras, but the aura seems to get thicker at the back, as if there's maybe another one behind it, maybe 2 behind it as well. Right, he's going to move out of the way, and he's going to try and... Right, you hear a howl of pain as something tries to remove an impaled shield and fails dismally and just starts screaming with pain. Trollkin, when they're screaming, they sound pathetic. It's like, have you heard of like a pig squealing? It's like, like that. Next up, we have Tony. Do you think Tony should run up to get in range?
Probably.
Kieran, watch yourself. I think there's some lads behind the front tree lights, like.
It's more for me to kill, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Right, okie doke. What happens now is...
They all combust.
Hey?
Adventure finished. They all combust.
They all combust, yeah. I have to check to see what you can see. It's a weird...
Oh no, I was
thing.
Yeah.
Right, there's a sudden burst of flame and all the Trollkin just suddenly burst into flames. Right, there is another sling at you. For some reason, they seem to find you incredibly dangerous, Ryan.
It might be the armor, the sword, the shields.
They're covered in death runes, you know, that kind of thing.
Charging up the corridor.
Like literally charging at them. Right, again, the sling stone just impacts off the wall next to your leg, doing nothing whatsoever. Right, and then we have Korodan. Right, you see the blue blob of the auras all sort of moving. There's like a big long line of them now, just out of torchlight range.
What's the brightest one? Because it goes by their power.
They're all pretty feeble, to be fair. They're not very bright at all. But you can certainly...
The one that was on the end, I'll shoot the fecker again.
Right, okay, go ahead. Give it a shot.
Holy shit, I've hit.
The arm, that's the same arm again, so that can only do another... actually, no, that sticks into his shield. The shield that you have nailed to his arm that he can't get off. But it doesn't penetrate the shield. So, but a small shield only covers the left arm as well, unfortunately. So you actually hit him in the one place he couldn't go through. Right, okay, Deathman, Kane, you're up.
Deathman Kane, I like it.
That's such a brilliant title. Deathman Kane.
I'm just gonna move up and hope not to explode. No, we're fine. That's not like an explosion at all.
That's a lot of talking.
It's fine.
It's fine, they can barely get through his armour. They'd have to take some kind of weird critical to get through his armour. Okay, Braceman, you're up, son.
I'll move up behind Kane, using him as a shield. It's a shield.
Remember, if you want to parry with your shield, you're going to have to drop the torch.
Yeah.
Kane, I mean.
Yeah.
Right. And let me see what you can see. Right. You hear noises, clunking and scratching noises. They start pulling out their spears. You don't see him. The one on the far left drops his sling and pulls his spear out. The unconscious one stays unconscious. And the second from the left, he also drops his sling and pulls his spear out ready for next turn. Next up we have Borbin.
I have a clear line of sight on that Trollkin straight ahead of him, right?
You do, yes.
Maybe. Right, he's gonna attempt to make him have a
7
bad day.
You sacked, Monkey. You sacked.
Borbin the Slayer fails this again.
Right, okay. Round 4. Right, that one steps back. That's the one that's got the 2 arrows sticking out of his shield. He seems to step back out of the way. Next up we have Tony. Tony can shoot his arrow. We will roll 1 to 50. He shoots the left hand one. He shoots the right hand one. Oh, 6 hit in the abdomen. Right. That poor Trollkin. His shield only covers his left arm, so he takes an arrow in the abdomen and he falls to the ground.
Whatever that thing he said was, we know what army balls is in.
Now you know me bollocks in Trollkin. Me bollocks. Right, he crashes to the ground. And next up we have Trollkin 9, the one directly in front of you. He drops his sling, pulls his spear out, ready to attack. They're forming a little Trollkin wall.
What's behind the walls got me thinking.
Right.
More things that are there.
Okay, you got now have 4 of them stand in front of you, spears out. Right, Kroran, you're up, sir.
I'll shoot troll number 6. Oh no, I won't.
You've got the worst luck with that bow. Kane. Okay, it's time for the pain, Kane.
Actually, time
I'm
for
going to
the
move a couple of
next
steps to the
round.
left. I've got a plan.
It's not an action to drop your torch if you want to drop it now.
But I can't move 1 square and attack anymore, you said, right?
No, you can move 1 square and attack. You can't move 2
I'll
squares and
move
attack.
2 as an attack. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll move... how do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll move a square head and then drop the torch. And then do a hit on the one in front of me. Yeah? I can do all that, right? Yes.
Yes, you can do that. Right. First, I need a D100 roll. The torch goes out on a 96 to 100.
D100. So I need to get the custom.
Slash roll D100. You can type
I'll
it
do
in.
it. Okay.
Right. The torch does not go out, and it lands at your feet.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'll take a swing at the one in front of me. Left leg for 7 damage.
Left leg for 7 damage. Okay, that one attempts to parry. He failed his parry. His sword cuts into his leg, and he falls to the ground and makes that horrible noise.
Excellent. Oh, that's me.
And that's you done. Yeah. Next up, we have MC11.
Right. Can I throw my torch kind of like up to the right along the wall? I'll just move to roughly the square where I want to lob it in. Out there?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that.
Right. Yeah, I'll lob my torch down that way.
Right. That's quite close to the wall, so you'll need a dex times 3 roll to get it in the right spot.
Right. Okay. hang
Just click on your dex thing next to your...
Success.
Right, okay. You throw your torch. And it lands there.
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect. Right, okay. So, that's what you're doing this turn. Right, okay, Bracy, your torch goes out.
Sugar.
It doesn't sputter and fade. It just goes out. Just literally blinks out of existence.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is. I had that same spell if it's the spell in my last campaign.
Right, okay. Right, the Trollkin are holding their spears up and they seem to be like trying to back away from you. Can you all please give me a listen roll? And it's not a particularly hard one. Right, so you succeed. Ken succeeds, Bob succeeds. Earl, you succeed because it is quite an easy listen roll. You hear something really big coming down the corridor towards you.
Oh, this is not going to be good. Just tell us when I can see its blob,
Right.
and I'm whatever's joining the fight.
Trollkin 8 is still unconscious on the floor. Trollkin 7 is going to take a... no, Trollkin 7 is on the floor, screaming in pain because his abdomen's disabled. Next up we have the Bob.
The Bob. He's gonna try and... shoot
7's
6.
on the floor.
You'll try and take a shot at 6 on the far left. 3 damage to the right leg.
3 damage to the right leg. It seems to have done a minor wound to it. So he's keeping up his...
He just keeps at it. Keeps at it.
Right, okay. So that's the end of the round. So Earl, you can have a second shot if you want, as can Tony.
Bobbin, rub this bow sack.
Right, Bobbin will rub the bow.
I'll shoot 6. It's fucking broke.
Oh my god. That was what I was like when I was playing that Cthulhu, and I couldn't roll under me 75% medical skill. Right, Tony will take a shot at 6 as well. But unfortunately, it doesn't penetrate his skin and his furs. Right.
Bobbin doesn't get 2 shots around it, does he?
He does, yes.
Okay. He'll do the same again.
Slings SMR, I believe. And if it's not, it is for the purposes of this.
Right, okay. This is how you do it,
Right.
he says.
Okay. Power 6. Takes a hit to the leg and goes down.
We'll just get them all on the floor.
And then just stamp on them.
Yeah, that's the tactic.
This big thing that's coming down the corridor, is it the corridor straight ahead, to the right or to the left?
You heard it coming from behind the Trollkin.
So straight ahead, basically.
Right, and last up we have the dude who has his shield nailed to his arm. However, that still seems pretty well off what normally happens. Right, okay, looming out of the darkness, Ryan,
Slud. Nice.
comes this enormous green skinned, like she's about 17 feet high. Troll carrying a
Great.
2-handed maul in one-handed. Drool dripping off her fangs, and she goes, "You hurt my babies!" And she runs straight at you.
Right.
Right. So what happens next is
Mean things.
yeah, really mean things. Just a second. Because that torch goes out. So now everything is plunged into almost complete darkness.
Okay. It's not great.
Okay, Calazon, it's my turn.
Right. I will tell you when it's your turn. Just bear with me a sec. So I need to do some reordering. Right. First up is him. And I'm doing some secret rolling here. Good news! Bobbin's torch goes out as well. You're all plunged into pitch blackness.
Beautiful.
You're all fighting now at minus 75. Everything's pitch black. So that's his turn. Right, he's on the floor. Next up is Tony. What would you like? What do you think Tony would do?
Cry.
Possibly trying to identify whatever it is that's making the lights go out. Is there a certain
You're
is
in
there a
pitch
spell or
blackness. You're in
something?
pitch blackness now. The only person who can say anything is Earl, who now can see an enormous, like, glow up behind the glows of the Trollkin, an enormous.
I'll turn around to Tony and go, light a fucking torch!
Tony will attempt to cast light. Yes, Tony casts light. What would you think if you cast it on his bow?
Arrow, maybe? You could shoot it up, maybe? I don't...
That's not a bad idea. An arrow's good.
You can cast it on an arrow if you like, because he's still holding it this turn.
And we either stay and fight this here, or we can pull back a bit. But the problem is, I don't think they'll follow very far from like the home.
Got your back, don't worry.
Just want to click on your Ryan to see what you can see. Oh, that's beautiful. You just can't see a damn thing.
Some say beautiful, some say
Right.
no.
Next up we have him. He's going to try and... Right, with a howl of pain, the Trollkin manages to disentangle his shield from his arm. Next up is Bracy. Do you have any light spells or?
Yes, I have light. I'm going to cast light on my shield.
Right, you cast light on your shield. If you would care to give me a spirit magic roll, which you should have a cast token on your bar. If not, open your character sheet and it's next to your spirit magic, halfway down the first page.
Oh.
If you only got really bad...
Oh, hang on, that's spirit combat.
Yeah, that's spirit combat. It's when you open your character sheet, you succeed, right? Okay. And you cast that on your shield, yeah? So that is going to be facing away from you. Gonna love this. Gonna love it.
I've just seen everything appear slightly. All the mean things that you've moved.
Look at that,
Great.
Gracie. It only shows from your front. Right, so Ryan, you can just dimly see the three Trollkin. You know Trollkin? Trollkin.
3 Trollkins.
3 Trollkins.
Walk to the mountain.
Right.
Drop the ring in the river.
And next up is actually Kane.
I am going to cast Protection 2. Is rune magic spells an action as well?
Rune magic spells take effect on strike rank 1, basically as soon as you announce that they work. And then you roll on your rune. So you'll roll against your death rune, and if it succeeds, then the spell's cast. So if you want to cast it on a shield, 3, whatever, you would just say, I'm using my rune, and you would roll on your death rune. It takes effect immediately, basically.
Right, I'm going to cast Protection 2 on myself. And fail. Because that's how it works. And then that's it.
Right, okie doke. I've just added in your light spells because they have a duration of 10 rounds. Right, next up we have Earl.
Move there, cast lantern on.
I believe lantern is touch. I will just check.
No, it's range.
Is it?
Yes, I'll check. I'll double check though. It's one of its advantage, and it's got quite a large area affected.
Range temporal passive, you're right. 12 meter range.
12 meters.
Right, so yes, you can actually cast it on.
I'm gonna try something else.
You're going to cast it on.
I'm casting it on Kane's shield, but I am going to harness my death rune
Right.
because he needs to do some killing.
So you're gonna. Are you doing your? Are you augmenting the casting roll?
Augment the cast roll.
Right. Go ahead. Give us a go on your death rune.
Don't know how to roll this.
Right.
So
Open your character sheet.
Yeah.
And click on your rune at the top.
You just click
It says
the
mod
actual
0. What do I do?
You just click on the actual
rune itself. That
rune
picture.
itself.
I am. It's just coming up with input value mod 0.
No.
Do you not have your rune affinities?
Oh, right. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong affinity.
I was going to say, do you not mean your air rune?
No, I was looking at my power rune, but I'll use my air rune affinity.
Yes. So use your air rune.
And it's still coming up with input value mod equals 0 on my character sheet.
Yeah, when you go to main and then to the right.
All right. Yes. Click submit. That's if there's a That's asking if there's a multiplier.
Nope, that failed.
Right. Okay. So you can still cast it, but you didn't manage to. You've managed to successfully fail again. Right. Okay. You just failed to cast it. I'm not going to slap you about. You just totally failed to cast it.
Earl explodes in a ball of mist.
It's just you can't hit anything with these arrows.
What?
You can't cast light on anything. He's just fumbling around in the darkness. Just cry. Oh.
Right. Trollkin 11 is actually still standing, so he's going to take a shot at you. He does 3 damage to your left leg. Do you even bother to parry?
No, I do not. It bounces. That's fine.
Right.
I know what I'm saving my parry for.
Yeah, luckily, McLovin is illuminating you, so you're actually you've got a little bit of light in front of you, because this comes crashing out of the darkness, screaming at you.
Attempting to slam me into the floor, presumably.
Yeah, and takes a massive swing at you with a 200 maul, which is held in one hand.
Nice.
She's slavering, spittles flying everywhere. She's got enormous tusks and tough leather behind, and she's just screaming, "My babies!"
Lovely.
And misses. Literally, this massive maul comes down, whistles past your head, and crashes to the ground.
Well, I'm a little lucky.
Trollkin 8 is still being chewed on by the dog. Trollkin 6. Trollkin 6 is in a bad way, I believe. Yes, he is. But he's still able to back up a bit. Right, another Trollkin moves towards you.
The endless Trollkin Sea.
The endless tree sea Trollkin. Right, next up you have Bobbin. I'm not
Can
sure.
he? I mean, would he be able to see the larger troll like looming over
He
him?
can just see her. I'm just looking at what he can see. But he is shooting through McLovin, he's shooting through you and hitting the troll, so he could hit any of you.
Can I hit the Trollkin to the left then instead, without incurring that?
Yes, that is the one that's on the floor. That's why he's got the yellow dot.
Yes. Right, I'll shoot a sling at that. A hit. hits the left arm though. It's also a shield in its arm.
That's the shield, yeah. It still has a shield, it's just lying on the floor. Right, that is the end of round. Okay, Slud hits you again with a claw. Right, so there's a special hit for 13 damage in the right leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna parry. I'll attempt to. No.
Right.
Oh,
Your right leg takes 13 points of damage.
What I say?
Greg Rune!
That's automatically triggered. Right, so I believe you've got 6 points of armor, yeah?
yes, so it's on 0.
Right, so she basically disables your leg and you fall to the ground unless you make a dex ×3 roll. You can do it, stay and fight one-footed.
Is that just the one straight next to Dex? Or is
No, that's
5?
dex ×5, just roll a d100.
Okay. Success.
Yes, so you succeed, but because it was a special, a slash means you have to make a con ×5 roll now, otherwise it's a bleeder and you start suffering from shock and what have you.
Right. Con ×5.
Yeah.
You always a fail on 100, right? Because
It is, yes. No, you're just like, is that all you've got? Is that all you've got? As you stand there, one of your legs is disabled. You're off balance. You're on one leg. It's opened a massive gash all the way down your leg, and you get the feeling that was the lesser of the 2 attacks.
yeah, that's great.
Right. So next up we have the people with bows. Earl's casting, so he can't do anything. Tony casts, so he can't do anything. Bobbin can't have another shot though.
Yep, you'll go and shoot that Trollkin. Where is he on the map? Yes! Get him!
Okay. Right, the Trollkin. Trollkin's right arm is disabled as well, and it can take a maximum of double its hit points in that location.
He's just gonna roll around.
He's just running. Right, he's got a disabled abdomen. He did 9 damage, so that is, ouch, that's 7, so it's on -3 in the arm. And it passes out, it's unconscious. It's not quite dead, but it's looking incredibly bad. If only you could see it for the darkness. Right, okay.
Quick question before you fully take over there. If I cast a rune spell right now, would it be for this round, or would I have had to cast it at the end of last round?
Yeah, you basically, normally what we would do, because we've been using this simplified initiative system, is at the beginning of every round, you would do statement of intent. So you would go, I'm casting a rune spell, Gracie would go, I'm lighting a torch. And then when it comes to your strike rank, i.e. 1 for you will go first. So basically, if you announce that you're casting a rune spell for this round, it happens first.
Okay, I want to attempt to cast True Weapon.
Oh, not Heal Body?
No.
Right, so roll on your death rune, and how many magic points are you stepping it with?
That increases like success chance.
No, I believe True Weapon, the more magic points you put in, the higher.
1. It's just a 1.
Is it?
a 1
right.
point?
It just means everything that penetrates armor is double damage or something.
Alright.
Or it just doubles his damage.
Doubles the normal damage done by the weapon.
Okay then, just roll on your death rune.
Did that? I clicked it. Nothing happened.
Just roll D100 then. I don't know what happened. Some problems, but certain things I'm clicking on, it's taking like 2 seconds for it to come up. Rolling 100. You didn't type D100.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to freak everybody out there, aren't you?
What? That's fine. Alright. Okay, there we go. Sorry. There we go. I've got a 75 in my death rune.
Right. Okay. Right. Now, when you cast rune magic, you're actually channeling the effect of your god, so it's always very visible and things. So what happens when you cast this?
I want like a sort of black aura come around my sword, essentially. That kind of goes off the blade, but not.
So the black aura comes out. It's like, this is like god magic. So like your eyes glow black, your face like flashes like a white skull in front of you. That kind of like, you know, this is Savious Mojo shit. This, do you know what I mean? It's not just like me sword glows a bit. It's like literally you've got a death's head face on with like glowing black eyes, kind of like. It's intimidating as shit, basically. Right.
And does that have a normal duration for?
It has a 15-minute duration.
15 minutes, okay.
Does Sure Shot have a 15-minute duration as well?
Sure Shot, no, it's a one and done. Well, it has a 15-minute duration. You can cast it and then hold it for 15 minutes. And then use it. But basically, once it's shot, it's gone. Okay, things are happening in the background that you can't see, so I will just do. Right, finally we come to Tony.
Time to hit and kill something.
Hey?
I believe. Time to hit and kill something. I believe.
Yes, it is. Right, he can say Slud. So if Tony just moves ahead one to there, he can actually shoot at Slud. So that's what he will do. It means he's blocking L, but
I'll pepper pot them.
9 in the head. What a crock.
Yes.
But he moved 1 square, so he only gets 1 shot this round because it would normally add to your straight rank.
Yeah.
However, it seems to open a gash in her head, but she doesn't seem that badly hurt.
Natural plus magical armor, I assume.
She is wearing some kind of helmet on her head. It looks disgusting and it's enormous, but... Right, she goes, oh! It doesn't seem to have improved our temper any.
Lovely.
Right. It's coming back. Next up, MC Lovin. Sorry about the delay in turns there. There's a lot happening in the background.
Right. Can I move forward 1 square and cast Heal on Ryan?
Yes, you can.
Ryan. I will do that then. Because
Right.
otherwise his
Right.
leg's going to fall off.
Right, you move forward and roll your Spirit Magic.
I'll wait and see more of them now.
Yes.
Right, what level of healing are you casting? Don't forget, not your magic points down.
Yeah. I've got Heal 2, so how many can I put into it?
2.
I'll put 2 into it then.
Perfect. Happy with that. Thank you.
Right. Right, you can now stand on your leg again.
It feels a lot better rather than standing
Okay.
one leg hopping around.
Kane, she's in front of you. It's your turn.
I'm gonna try and kill. Let's go. Take a swing at her. Special success. I need to roll the damage of me die again for
Yes.
true weapon.
Yes, it is.
Separate.
Wow. Is this a slash or a stab?
It's a slash, not stab. Why am I looking for me? Damage me weapon. I'm just being lost. Oh, there it is. 1d.
1d8 plus 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just looking at it. It's 19 damage in total.
Ouch. Right, she can't avoid it because she is attacking twice because she's berserk.
Oh. Ugh. Berserk.
19 damage is kind of... right, you cut all the way through her, almost to her spine. Her guts fall out all over the floor.
Oh god.
And she just sort of screams and then collapses to the floor.
That looks like it fucking hurt.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that did. That was. Actually, I think no. Hang on. You did 19. She can take double that, so she can take 16 hits. She had 15 hit points. No, you literally cut her through to the spine and kill her instantly.
Aha.
And she falls to the ground, almost in two pieces. Only her spine came out of the end. She flops about.
Parahumac overcomes everything.
Right. Ouch. Okay. Crodan. Earl, you're up. There's a big crash as that big thing just flies down and crashes to the floor.
I will move forward and cast Lantern on Kane's.
You can actually move through people because they're 4 meter squares because of the size of the map, so you can just move through them, no problem. Right, so you cast Lantern on Kane. You succeed, and he gets all lanterned up.
It's 18.
Boom!
Yeah. And it's bright.
Right, there you go. Right, she crashes to the ground. She dies instantly after you literally watch this humanity just slash through her, and she's only held together by her spine.
Can I sling
Trollkin
me,
8's unconscious. Trollkin 6 is on the floor.
while I'm moving, can I sling me bow?
You certainly can.
I'll sling me bow, get me shit, and start getting me shield and spear out.
Right, that
How's that
one to
move?
your right, Ryan, you just see him run. Like, he just turns and runs. He drops his spear and he just runs for it.
Dag, are you finished with that fucking Trollkin yet?
Yes, it's managed to chew its way through and finally kill that Trollkin off.
Can you move him because I can't see him anymore? I expect this fucking Dag to trot up red more.
Doug the Troll Warrior.
Right, so now what happens is Bobbin's kind of out of the fight at the moment at the back.
I'm gonna have him
Or you
run
could
up.
relight a torch.
I mean, I feel it would just go out again, so I'm just gonna have him run up.
Right, okay.
He's gonna run up on behind McLovin a little bit, not too far forward. He'll go there.
Right, that is the end of this combat round. Is anybody casting any rune magic?
Not yet. No.
Right, can everybody give me a listen roll, please?
No, because I don't know how to listen anymore.
Or do anything, in fact.
Yep. I'm
Wow.
fucking
Where was
useless.
that far? Come on.
You want to make it special?
I fumbled. Succeeded with Bourbon.
Right, okay. Those that succeeded, you hear the clanking of like heavy armor, and it generally sounds like somebody from the other side of Slood has turned tail and legged it, after maybe witnessing the fact that Slood just got dropped in one shot.
When prepared, you can't escape that.
Kin, press!
I relay this information.
Right, the Trollkin are all rolling around on the floor. So basically, it's your turn, McLovin. They're effectively out of the combat. You can just run up and stab them through the throat if you want.
Or you can let fucking Dag take care of them. There's a cat round here as well somewhere.
That's the thing, where you're moving his cat.
Is Trollkin 10 decked, or is he still turning
Tony
around?
told his cat to stay outside. The cat is still outside next to the lizard.
Oh, okay.
He told it to stay on watch. It's hidden there. Trollkin, right, hang on. He is dead. Trollkin 10 was the one that has been shot with the arrow, but he actually looks a bit better. The arrow's not sticking him anymore. And when is Trollkin 10?
I've got a feeling that bitterness is not going to last.
Yeah, Trollkin 10 also turns tail and legs it.
Damn these Trollkin.
But like, he like just full on legs it. He's like having nothing to do with this crazy crazy death room covered dude who's just dropping great trolls for fun. Right, so what would you like to do next is Kane.
Can I traverse the troll's corpse in front of me?
Yeah, you can just walk around this. It's fine.
Okay. Gonna try and go over that way then. Just press on past the Trollkin that are.
Right, you're entering room 12. Right, this room has gone from yellow to orange red.
Ooh.
There looks like there's piles of skins scattered about, some sticks, and lots of chocolate troll.
Second Dag's moving towards these Trollkin, and all you can hear is dun.
Dun. Yeah, those two Trollkin are on the floor with disabled limbs, and they're just doing the best to defend themselves. Right, where have you moved to, or are you underneath the troll corpse, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm top right corner of the troll corpse.
He's wearing it like a hat.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it like that.
Next up, we have Ulster.
Move up to there, and I'll finish that troll at the top right.
Yeah, pull your spear out, you just stab him through the throat. He hasn't got any fight left in him. He's oh, we missed Trollkin 11. He actually has got some fight in him, but he will try and surrender. He waves his arms around in the air and drops his weapons.
Yeah.
He just goes, holds his arms up. Please don't kill me.
Can't have more people following us around. Like, Baldwin kills it.
Well, give them to the sheriff. They can see how they deal with with raiders in Apple Lane.
Good point.
So you're accepting the surrender. You're gonna stop and
Yeah, I accept the surrender.
I'll sort it. You keep going.
Sounds good to me.
Yon, sort the prisoner. Yon's gonna be a Bobbin, sort the prisoner. Bobbin's gonna go, Dag, sort the prisoner.
If we're going by kills alone, Bobbin's at the
yeah,
top
it
of
is
the pile.
It is Bobbin's turn now. Does he want to do anything?
Yeah, he's gonna move up. That was Trollkin 10, did you say? Or was that? That was.
What? Sorry.
So, which Trollkin is surrendering again?
The one that's to your right, number 11.
Right. Okay.
By dint of the fact he was under his mum when she fell to the ground.
Oh my god.
He's gonna love you.
Bobbin's gonna sprint ahead up to. I don't know, like here. Under the troll. It's fine. And we'll head over to, I guess, bind that next turn.
Right. You see that you're right. You're just in range there, Ryan. There are 2 spikes on the wall, and hanging from the spikes there are like sacks tied on the rope.
Okay.
There's 3 large bronze spikes, which seems strange, driven into the actual wall.
We'll loot up on the way back.
Yeah, we'll have I'll keep pressing ahead when I can.
Nothing in the bags is like moving, right?
Well, not that you can see. You can just
Well,
see
I
the edge of
can,
them in the dim
because
light.
I would be able to see if anything was alive in the bag.
Yes, you can, you dirty beast, because your spirit sight is only on 9 rounds, so it goes off. So just before it goes off, you do see that in one of the bags there are some blue auras in there.
Right, I was still in combat.
You are currently in combat. However, at the end of this round, it seems to have quieted up as you finish off the. Right, yeah, you finish off the Trollkins again. Again, we're killing Trollkins. I hated the Silmarillion.
There's everyone. There's someone alive in that left bag.
Go get them.
I think we need to heal Ryan a little bit though.
Right. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. We are. Right. We're back on track now. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Right. You kill off the Trollkin. What do you do with the one that surrendered? Are you telling Bobbin to tie him up, or?
Yeah, Bobbin's tying him up.
Yeah, just bind him up and.
Aye, Bobbin, string him up.
Could bind him up, put him in one of those bags, and hang him from the spike until we come.
You want to hang him from a spike? Right.
You
I
want
mean,
to
it stops him
impale
from
him
moving
on a
around.
spike? Did you say?
I mean, we can do that as well. You can take whatever I said in whatever context you want.
You said. I'll go over to these bags and carefully examine the one that's got something alive in it.
Right. In the bags with the living thing.
Oh, just a second. I'll light the torch as well.
Right. Sorry. So you go. Yeah. You light a torch and you go over to the bags. I will just light your torch for you, Earl.
Thank you ever so much, young man.
And I will retrieve my torch from the floor, which went out.
Right, the middle one doesn't have any blue glowy things in, but the one on the left and the right do, and that's what you see. And then your spirit sight drops.
I don't think it's a good idea to linger here too long, but we'll best check this out just in case. But if whoever's running away will probably want to catch them before they get reeked out. So I'll carefully look in the back. Spear first, if you know what I mean.
Right, you carefully look in the bag. Spear first with what? Sorry.
I've got my spear out, so I'll open the bag up. And if anything leaps out to try and bite us, I'll stab it.
Right, sorry, which bag were you opening of the three?
Left one. The one that had the... It was the left and the right one that had a...
Had the white things. The blue glowy things.
Yeah. I'll open the ones with the blue glowy things. I'm not really bothered about what else is in there, because we can come back for that. But...
Right, okay. Unfortunately, Earl, when you open the bag, there's literally a writhing mass of, as it is here, a writhing mass of aggravated snakes. They seem incredibly angry to see you. They all leap out, crawl up your arm. You feel their fangs.
You rolled 100 with roll 100, by the way.
I did. You're right. I did the what Ryan did.
Now he's going to roll 100 with slash 100. This is the day I'm having.
Right, they crawl all over your arms. They, by some miracle, they actually feel to bite you. But you jump back, you go, snakes, and you start like trying to madly push them off you.
Is the other bag writhing snake-like?
It is now, yes.
Right, probably best just leave them alone.
Okay, but you do have little snakes all over the floor. So you jump back, and the snakes basically the panic. They try and crawl off into all the different dark corners and what have you.
Right. I think we should press on.
Yep, press onwards.
Right, which way are you heading?
Which way did the sound of the big person running away come from? That middle one left?
Up towards where Kane is going.
That's where we're going.
Yeah, a
I
turn
will
sequence.
relight my torch as well. When I'm retrieved.
Second Dag's going to keep an eye on the prisoner. Considering he's probably half blood, half Trollkin blood at this point. It looks like he's been bathing in it. That might keep him...
These trolls can't regenerate or anything stupid like that, can they?
Not that I know of.
Yes, you've got your light on. Basically, you've got your 12 meter light radius. Right, so you don't explore this any further other than looking at the spikes. You just move forward into the next room, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably potentially something in the bag that isn't full of snakes, but I mean, we can look at that on the way
We'll
back.
come back for that, yeah.
Okay, you move forward into the room. What's happening with the Trollkin? You're getting the
Second
dog to guard.
dog.
You're going to tie him up and let the dog
He's
guard.
tied up and the second dog's going
Yeah.
to keep an eye on him. And
Right.
he's
Make
going
sure
to
make sure all the weapons and stuff are like bound together, and we'll drag them down here a bit and drop them down here, just so the Trollkin can't really.
Right, okay.
Well, anytime he tries to move from the little spot he's been sat in, second dog will growl.
Right, there's a terrible smell off to your right.
Does it smell like what I think you're indicating?
Carrion or death. You're used to death, so it smells like carrion off to your right.
Lovely.
So, and as you move into this, do you want to explore the room? Do you want to?
Yeah, I want to move further in, just straight through.
I'm going to look at the floor for a big set of heavy running or fast-moving boot and use my track skill.
Right, you can, but it's a cave floor, so it's probably not going to be anything you can see. And there's obviously been a lot of Trollkin and a giant troll woman come running down this way as well.
Yeah, but they're all moving one way. This is another one moving over the top of them tracks, is what I was thinking.
Yeah, so basically you're moving forward into this room. You're all staying together. The dog's guarding the Trollkin.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, Ryan, can you give me a scan roll, please?
I can not see anything.
No, you can't. Okay, right. Nothing happens. The worst thing ever. Nothing happens.
Right, I want to check over to the right side then.
Right, okay, you move over to the right. Is anybody else moving into the room?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so you move into the room. Just moving everybody forward. Right, McLovin, can you give us a scan roll, please? No? And Ryan, can you give me another scan roll?
I'll make one as well.
Next round you can. Wow. Right.
Nobody sees the 10-meter troll just standing there watching us.
Right, okay, I'll make a scan roll. Right.
Haha.
Earl, you notice, right, everybody else seems oblivious. You notice that the darkness itself, there's tendrils like octopus-like tentacles wrapping itself around Kane's leg. He's completely oblivious to this because of the dim light, and nobody else seems to have taken any notice of it.
Oh, shite. Kane, I think you've got an elemental on your arse.
Right, Kane, you look down at your leg.
Yeah.
The darkness itself is wrapping itself around both of your legs. You've completely failed to see this living patch of darkness come towards you.
If only we had magical weapons always.
Right, what it's going to do is it is going to attempt. What's your power?
I have a power of 14.
Alright, sorry, it's con. What is your con?
20.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's good.
Yeah, it's my highest stat, because...
Luckily, here we go, check this out. Right, however, that's just a power roll, but it fails. Right, your legs go icy cold, your armour starts to get frost and rime on it, and this thing's wrapping itself around you. It's a gigantic patch of darkness, the tendrils, and it's got no actual form that you can see, but it's wrapping itself around you.
Does it engulf a bigger space than just physically touching my body? Is that like...
That is representing, the size of it is representing the actual space, because it's a giant thingy of darkness.
Is there any law skills that would cover this?
You can have a cult law roll, because all cults have elementals.
Can I roll as well?
I'll remember you get a tick for a fumble.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's alright guys, it's a chocolate elemental, we're fine.
Would anybody else like to make a cult roll?
Yes.
Right.
Because I'm not going by the fumble.
It's delicious, you should just eat it.
Right, Kane, don't forget to make sure you're taking your skills. Right.
Yeah.
Kane, you know that cults, or almost all cults, can summon an elemental, and they're basically formed out of the components around them. They don't normally need magical weapons to hit, but they tend to have like a devastating engulf attack, depending on whether it's air or fire or whatever. You could feel this thing attacking you, but you managed to fight it off with your supreme constitution.
Right.
So you could probably hurt it, but you're not sure what it does because it's not an elemental of your cult. It's just you are familiar with cults summoning elementals.
Right. Well, I'll attempt to attack it then if I can. The biggest mass of it I can see, like biggest.
Yes. Remembering your true sword is still active. So go on, give it a roll.
And an extra 9 on top of that, so 17.
Wow. Right. You slice through this living patch of darkness, and it literally it cuts it in twain. Tendrils of blackness sort of start fading off. It makes some kind of weird screaming awful noise because it's all around you now. The rest of you see Kane's sword just come flashing out of this patch of darkness and literally lops it off, and the elemental seems to be dissipating all over the place. What would anybody else say?
I'll turn to McLovin and say, and that's why we now know what the fuck was that? Sounds like in Darkspeed.
Right, so does anybody else want to do this? It is wrapped around Ryan,
Yeah,
so if you do attack
forward.
it, you are likely to hit Ryan as well. But it seems to be screaming and thrashing. Tendrils are really wafting about. And
I'll move up and stab it
right, go on then.
carefully.
You will carefully stab it. It's surrounding Ryan. He can take it.
Wow, that's a lot of dice.
What's a lot of dice?
It rolled like a million dice when I pressed that button.
Yeah,
Put it
it is lagging really badly. That's what I'm saying. That's why these things are not working properly, because it is lagging, and I don't know whether it's because it's the server we're connected to or what. Right, you miss, but you also miss Ryan. Anybody else?
Can I move forward and plunge my torch into it to see if it puts the torch out or if it damages it?
Yeah, it's true. It's all about the science. Never mind the fact that it's trying to eat Ryan.
Alright, so what do I need to roll for that then?
Right, so that
would it be hand to hand or?
Yeah, you're just trying to plush it in. You're not trying to actually cause any damage.
So that'll be fist weapon.
Yeah, maybe like a fist attack or something.
Yeah, make a fist attack.
Critical.
Right, you thrust the torch into it. It doesn't extinguish it like it's made of water or anything like that, but the torch, you literally can't see the light out of the torch when you thrust it in. However, I will let you roll a d4 damage to it.
One point. Better than nothing.
You do 1 point of damage.
And you learn something.
And it screams, and it seems to explode, and little bits of darkness just vanish in all directions, and it seems to dissipate, and it vanishes. But Ryan got such a brown trouser there.
Yeah. Black tentacled trouser.
Right. Earl, you are the only one that actually saw anything. You saw it come from almost straight east of you.
Say that again, sorry, Rich.
You saw it coming. The darkness was coming from almost straight east of you.
That away. I'll point.
Right, I'll head in that direction then. Start going.
Right,
Fear the darkness.
you approach a narrow tunnel, and basically, you see a narrow tunnel to straight ahead of you, and what actually we need to do is, because you've got lantern on you, haven't you? Let's do that.
Oh God.
You're drunk.
But you don't hear anything.
Oh, I'll just keep
You
going.
just continue down the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue a couple of squares down.
Yeah. Well, obviously, what happens is you see there's a turning to the right. If you want to make a listen check, please.
Is that everyone?
Nope, there's nothing going
There's
on.
literally nothing down there to the left.
It's empty. We cleared everything out. Everything's dead.
Should I make a listen roll as well? Or?
Yeah, you can make a listen roll.
I'm telling you, there's not. Right, came from that way, so I think we should press on.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep heading east then.
And the monkey's sitting there face palming going,
Right, you continue east. You hear the noise of water flowing. The walls turn from orange to a lurid purple. And as you come into the room, there's a spike driven into the wall on your left.
Is it a similar spike to that which we seen prior with the bags hanging
It
from
just looks like a pitting that's been driven into a crack in the wall.
Okay.
You can see a stream, and basically the passageway opens onto a 1 metre by 3 metre ledge. The ledge drops sheerly for 3 metres to a stream. The cave ceiling is domed 5 metres overhead. All the walls are damp and slippery here. There's a corresponding ledge on the other side of the stream that you can just see. That line there, that is the stream flowing from north to south, and there's a pitting in the wall. So basically,
Someone's used it to swing across.
Yeah, is there any...
if you make a scan roll, please, Ryan, because you're the
I was
only
going
one
to
that's
say,
in the
can I
room.
see anything on the other side? No, I can't. I'm on 90 odd for listen and scan rolls. I'm just absolutely oblivious to everything around me, right? Unless it's a thing to kill. My character is just... no. Doesn't exist.
Right,
I can't do anything at the minute.
you'd have to move forward to let people in, because basically you're blocking them all off.
How slippy is the floor before I move?
I would
further?
say quite to very. You're alright as long as you don't go and stand on the edge.
Right. I want to move up a little. I want to move into the next square, but not obviously.
Yeah,
up
you've
against
got plenty
it.
of space to do that.
I can't. I know I just rolled a scan roll, but I can't see anything specifically that we could like throw a rope to get across to the other side. Is there anything like
Right,
a
now that you've
stalagmite or
moved, now that you've
stalactite or
moved to
anything?
the edge, you can see there's a chain attached to a ring on the ceiling. The chain is above the stream, and it is currently on the other. The chain is on the other side, and it's wrapped around the pitting that's on the other side of the river.
Right.
Okay. What happens is, you see Whiteeye just pokes himself just far enough around the corner, and throws a javelin at you.
That's just rude.
And he impales you in the right arm.
Really?
Oh, ding. Oh,
Uh,
right arm. Sorry, not ding.
That's way too low, that damage.
2 damage. Is it?
Oh no, he rolled badly. 2 plus 3 plus 3 he rolled.
So 2 damage on my arm and it's impaled in,
It's
right?
impaled, so this javelin comes flying across and sticks right through Ryan's arm.
It'll
I'll
stop
get me
throwing
blood.
things at me.
You start getting your bow out, he dives back around the corner. And he goes, ha!
I'll get me home back. It's fine.
How big's the jump?
It's just wide enough that you could make a jump roll and jump over. Strange that, isn't it?
It's almost like it was designed that way.
It's almost as if the guy who drew the map and did the adventure thought, if you make a jump roll, you can just get across to the other side.
I mean, be my guest if you want to jump across.
Well, stop getting me bow out. I'll get me shield and me spear out. Well, actually, no. That might be a bad idea as well.
We could check the other fork if you want, rather than just...
No, we know where he is.
But yes.
If I jump across, I can release the chain and you can swing across, alright? That's how that works, doesn't it, Rich? Am I right in saying that if I let...
Yeah. That is apparently what the chain is for, that it's a Tarzan type swing.
You basically tie it off at a pin on each side, I assume, and then have someone who...
Right, I will cast protection on myself first.
Right, no problem. You're not currently in combat, so you can do that. You don't
more importantly, I'll tie a rope round his waist that I have, and stand a bit further back where it's not as slippy, and try and like brace myself against something.
Unfortunately, again, almost as if by design, there's nothing really to brace yourself against on this ledge, and the floor's quite slippy.
So go back, get the table from the previous room.
Jam the table into the wall.
Where yond is. Yeah, just jam it there. Perfect.
I'm not gonna miss. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right, okay. Go on, Elf. Make a roll.
I'm gonna channel my air rune.
Yes, it's perfect for it, isn't it? It's an air rune.
Yeah.
Could I tie it around the pin thing that's in the wall on this side as well?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. And like keep the rope about the same length as getting across.
Whoa, I'd managed.
Right, you leap across. Oh no, you haven't.
But that was just the air rune. I need to roll early.
So you get a plus 20% chance to your jump roll. It's not on your quick bar because nobody ever uses jump. You perform the great salmon leap feat.
You can do it. There we go.
Boom! Yay! Right. Earl leaps majestically.
As I fly through the air, I'll get my shield ready.
Right.
I'm flying across shield.
You land on the edge. It's slippy. You sort of windmill. You go whoop, 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 but you get there firmly. And you're just about to loosen it off when Whiteeye dives out, and he attempts to grab you.
He's going to do a grapple, did you say?
He is going to do a grapple. So you can attempt to avoid it by doing a hand-hand.
Can I do a shield bash?
He goes to grab you and grabs you by the head. You can, yeah, make a shield roll.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find out where that's it.
Right, unfortunately...
oh, God almighty!
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Right, you literally, you make a shield bash at him, but he grabs you around the head, like gets you in a headlock as if, you know, the old, gives you a nuggie on the head, and then he attempts to throw you off the, throw you bodily off the ledge and into the water.
Grab the chain with my weapon hand that has nothing in it.
Right, well, in that case, you're going to have to make a dex times 3 roll, I'll give you. So just roll a d100 and do a dex by 3. He may fail. He has to do his strength roll.
I give up.
Okay. I'll just go back. I give up and I'd throw myself into the stream. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He fails to. He also fails to throw you.
both rolled the same. What?
So basically, he's got hold of you around the neck. Going, stop punching yourself. Stop punching yourself, and you're struggling. You can shoot missile weapons at them, but you will randomly either hit Earl or Whiteeye as they struggle, teetering on the edge of this.
But I've got my hand on the chain, yeah?
Did you failed your Dex times 3 roll? Did you?
Oh, yeah.
If I cast Disruption, have I still got a chance of hitting Earl?
No. You can say him disruption is an automatic hit as long as you overcome the
I
target's
cast
power.
Disruption.
Right, Earl, if you roll your
Disruption
Dex times 3.
I'll do it again. Yes!
Right, Earl has grabbed the chain. Okay, right, Gracie casts disruption. You need to, first of all, make a spirit magic combat roll. Right, you cast it, right, and you need to, what's your power? You need to overcome his power with your power.
14.
Right, so roll D100. Right, you successfully disrupt them. You do D3 damage
3 damage.
to the right arm.
Oh, where's D3? I can't see D3.
Just do it. Slash roll 1d3. Slash roll space 1d3. I should make disruption buttons. And you get to tick your power. Right, he goes, "Aya, you bastard, that's me arm."
Hopefully that might put him off a little bit.
I have a cunning plan.
Is it to take him with you and like grab around him and then throw yourself into the stream? Because that would be a great plan. I'd love that.
That's pretty much the plan.
That's 1 point off my spirit magic, isn't it?
Yes, for disruption.
Cool.
Right, you've heard him. He doesn't.
I
have
will.
a word.
I've
Right.
got my hand through the chain. I'm going to wrap it round my wrist. You know what I mean? And get a good hard thing. Because what I'm going to do next is insanely stupid.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we should roll initiative now, and
Yeah.
because it's all going down. Right, that's everybody that's there. Okay, so first up we have McLovin. Are you going to continue to pepper him with disruptions?
No, I am going to get in a position to jump over the other side. If I can, like straight across to
Yeah,
there sort of thing.
yeah, you go for it, son. You give me that jump roll.
I'll do it.
Your air room's a really good thing to focus at the time, right?
Is it?
Have you
All
got,
right.
have you
Being
got
an
air room?
Orlanthi.
No, I haven't.
I thought you were Orlanthi.
I've got fire and darkness, I think. Yep. Plus I've got to light my fart.
You could do it, because your friend's in danger, you can do a loyalty plan if you have it. But you can't do it. Love it when a plan comes together, because the plan is not coming together at this point.
Right, okay. Right,
Oh,
so
hang on a minute. hang on, I want to shout something. Keep hold of the rope.
Well, Kane is holding on to the rope like that.
Okay, what rope? Is there a rope already over there, or?
There's a rope attached to my waist.
There's a rope attached to Earl's waist, which is Kane's holding it, but he has the end tied around the spike that's in the other wall as well.
Right. Can I hold that with in one hand, or?
No.
God, no.
You just have to jump. You'll be fine. You can, like I said, you can use any of your passions to augment a roll if you can give a good enough reason, like your friend's in danger, so you can use loyalty clan or whatever.
Yep.
Because even though you're different clans, you're all in one big, right, happy family. It's like the Brady Bunch, but with Celts.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's anything else happening.
So if you want to roll that, you can augment your skill and then
I'll
roll
do
your
that.
jump skill.
Okay. Yep. I'll do that. So do I roll on the loyalty first one?
Yes,
or?
you roll that first, and that determines how much bonus you get. Or penalty if you fail.
Loyalty clan, loyalty tribe, it's the same 60, so. Oh dear!
Right, so you get minus 20 on your jump skill. So, now roll your jump skill at minus 20.
It's been nice knowing you.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh crap!
Okay, right. Tracy jumps across, he makes it, but he lands right on the edge. And like you look at him, time almost stands still. He goes, oh, waves his hands madly in the air. Are you going to lose your luck room? You remember your luck card? Or are you going
I'll use that.
Are you going to plummet madly into the stream beneath you?
I'll use my luck room.
Right, so chuck it out. So you have to click on your deck.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened there.
And then
Click on the thing, it came out, it's sitting in the middle of the screen, but it's not doing what.
like I said, I think we're anyway.
Let it go.
Yeah. That's it. And you can have a reroll on your jump skill.
Oh shit.
Right. It looks like he's going to make it, and then his foot slips and he starts to plummet backwards. Right. Basically, what do you want to do, Kane? You're up next. You see him going, he's about to fall. You can let go of the rope and hope that you've tied on the piton enough and try and grab Bracy. Because Bobbin's behind you, he can't get him in time.
I'll try and grab him. Yeah.
Right, okay, Earl. Ryan, let's go the rope.
It's on the pin, so it's enough for now. It's not like it's gonna drop into the stream just.
Right, okay, Ryan, give me a dex times 4.
Dex times 3.
Dex times 4.
4. Yeah.
Right, Bracy, you plummet backwards, arms flailing. You go into slow motion mode as you start falling, and you've got a 3-meter drop, and then right at the last second, Ryan grabs your hand, grabs it round the wrist, and you're hanging by one arm. Right. So, what is your size plus your encumbrance?
My size is if I just find it.
Because you're up next. You're up next after Kane's finished.
My size is 9. What was the other one?
Your encumbrance. That'll be on your couch sheet. It's opening really slow when I'm clicking on things like.
Yeah, if you go to skills and all the way at the very bottom below your equipment, it should say max rank and total.
Total encumbrance 3.
Right, so Ryan, you have to overcome his your strength versus 12.
Okay, so D100, right?
Yeah, it's on the resistance table. So
I've got 18 strength.
So that is right. Just for a second, he's dangling there, like his feet flailing by one arm, you've got him by the thing, and then because he's so mighty, you just literally lift him up, and like you hold him up, and he's dangling by the arm, and then you just plop him on the ledge next to you.
It'll be like, as Gimli said, you'll have to toss me.
You literally, you don't look like you've like expended any effort. You just like flung.
I pick the rope back up again.
Okay, Earl, it's up to you now.
Right, he's still got me round the head, right?
Yes.
I'm going to pitch him and me straight off the side.
Right. Okay. Give me a strength plus size versus his size versus dex.
What is wrong with you?
When you can't make a roll, you start doing silly things. Anyway, you've got the rope, so you can pull me across, and
no, he's let go of the rope to grab.
I know that, but I think he's still got the rope.
That is true. You do think he still has the rope, which is just amazing. Right, Earl. So it's your strength and size versus his size and dex. So what's your strength and size?
31.
Right, go on, roll it on the resistance table. Right. Okay. Earl pitches himself backwards. He does successfully pull Whiteeye with him in his full suit of heavy scale armour and his heavy bronze armour and his heavy bronze helmet. The pair of them go disappearing over the edge of the
keeping hold of the chain.
You keep hold. Right. However, the chain is not meant to have. Right. His size 20. What's your size?
I'm a tiny 15.
Right. So that's against
Very thin.
35 and
light, swift.
So it's it's resisting against roughly 50 with all of the encumbrance, and the size of the two of you because he's holding on. Wasn't expecting it to throw himself off, so
I'll shout in his ear, "Great dog, you fucker, great dog!" and jump off the edge with him.
A 9. Right. By some miracle, because of the weight of you, the chain doesn't break free from the roof. The pin with the rope tied to it is yanked out of the wall, however. And now, Earl, you're hanging onto the rope with one hand, right? He's hanging round your neck, and you're both dangling precariously over the string. You're like both. He's hanging on you. He looks incredibly surprised right at this point.
I'll turn around and go, "Can you swim in that fucking armour, mate?"
Right. He is going to pull a dagger out and try to start stabbing you. But next up is Bobbin. What is...
When he pulls the dagger up, can I just say to him, very kind, "I'm the one holding the chain, you idiot."
At this point, you literally both take hanging over this motion, straight into the water.
I have faith in Bob.
What is Bobbin going to do?
He is going to shoot Whiteeye.
Right, go on then.
He's going to actually hit him as well and kill him.
Yeah, all he has to do is knock him unconscious or reduce his arm to... No.
God damn it, Bobbin!
That's one job.
One job, Bobbin.
You've got one job, save the entire party. Right, it's finally Whiteeye's turn. Whiteeye pulls out a long bronze dagger and tries to stab you in the ribs with it. Impale through the right leg, Earl, for 10 damage. That really, really hurts. How much armor do you have on? You did cast protection too, if I remember rightly.
4.
So you got 4 armor, so you take 6
That was
damage.
protection 4.
Ah, right. So, and how much armor have you got on? 2?
7. altogether.
You got
So
7, so you take 3 to the
3
leg.
damage.
However, you do now have a dagger stuck in your thigh, and he's not going to try and pull it out. He's actually going to use it to hold onto your leg, to stop from falling. Right, next up is Yont. He can't get in. He can take a shot if you want, or he could use that rune spell. That means he automatically hits no matter what the circumstances. And
That might be a good idea.
so I think, yes, that's what he'll do. He uses Sure Shot, and it only misses on a 96 to 0-0. Right, so literally he fires it, it corkscrews through the air, it goes in between your legs, like up and round, loops the loop. Right, he successfully cast Sure Shot. Right, and he shoots Whiteeye and it hits him in the left leg. He's got quite thick bronze armour on, unfortunately, but it has stuck in his leg and it's gone through. Only Earl. Only Earl. We're both going off. We're both going off. Right. Next up, McLovin again. Right. You have been picked up. You've been picked up and deposited back on the ledge by Kane, apparently without any particular type of effort.
Right.
Right, this is the situation. Whiteeye has one arm round Earl's neck and the other leg is jammed a dagger into his leg, which is stuck in, and he's hanging onto Earl with the dagger and with his arm round his neck. Right, the pair of them are spinning on a chain precariously above the stream. You can see in great cinematic style every time the chain swings and moves, like little chips of rock are starting to fall away from it.
Okay, let's just see.
I can't believe, I should not, I can't believe we're in this situation with Whiteeye tangled from a stream by a chain. Only Earl. Oh.
It's my raison d'etre.
Wait till you tell Tracy.
She'll believe it instantly.
Come on, do something, disrupt them even, or leap and swing and jump on top of them and make a big pylon. And all
I whip out my rope with the grapple on the end.
Oh God!
What can go wrong with this? Right.
It's a plan. I love it when a plan goes together.
It's true, he does, and he can roll it. He can roll his passion of loving it when a plan comes together.
It's better than what I'm going to do next, so you should do whatever you want.
Anything's better than what you're going to do next.
Right, you whip out your rope and grapple, and
where they're hanging on the chain. If we pull the chain, you know,
right, while you're procrastinating, Earl slips down a link because of the weight of them, and then stops again, and there's more chips fly out of the ring and the ceiling that's holding it in. The combat round's only 12 seconds. You've been 3 minutes so far.
Well,
right, okay. You're going to have to go last at the end of the round because you can't decide what you're going to do. So
well, I said I don't know how long it's going to take us to get this the rope and the grapple out.
Right, well, you can pull it out by the end of the round. Kane, okay. You've just let go of Brissy. You've let go of the rope. However, the pitting's been yanked out of the wall. These two are spinning right in front of you.
can I try and grab them at all? Like try and crawl down? Is that at all possible?
Is it?
No, they're just out of reach. If you had a spear, you could stab them, or you can stab them with your sword using the point. But it would be an impale type attack rather than a slash.
I'll pull. Good damage.
Is
the rope gone from their side now?
The rope is now hanging from your waist down into the cleft where the stream's running. So you've got Chain, Earl hanging by one hand, Whiteeye, arm round Earl, arm into Earl's leg, and then hanging underneath Whiteeye is a trailing string with a pin on the end, which is now hanging down into the stream.
Try and stab Whiteeye with me, so.
Right, go ahead. You fail. Okay, Earl, can you please give me a luck roll at power times 5?
Actually, can
what?
This is if like this stream like going north and south, does it look like is loads of rocks going all the way down it and is it fast flowing?
Yes. It looks like as if it was designed so that anybody that fell in would be swept away. That's exactly the kind of stream that it looks like.
Yeah,
For some reason, I don't know why.
Can I use my luck card to re-roll that
Yes, of course you can.
attack? Did you get that?
Yeah, I'll just click it. It's just taking a while, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
go on, give it a roll.
Go.
Special, and because you haven't to stab, that's an actual impale. Right, you stab Whiteeye in the
Is it
bollocks.
still within my true sword as well?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Right, so you roll.
okay, so extra 3, so 21.
Damage.
21 damage, and your sword is stabbed straight through, like literally straight through his gut and out the other side. So, Whiteeye goes and lets go, starts plummeting down. Right.
Oh no, I'm keeping hold of him
What?
Right.
Are you insane?
because you've impaled him. He's stuck to your sword, so you can pull us back across.
No. Ryan now has to make half his weapon skill to get the sword out, otherwise he's janked out of his hands.
All right, I figured he'd be able to hook him back in that way.
With 21 damage, he's literally rammed it like all the way through. He now looks like a T shape as a drop.
Yeah, but that's what it means. It means I can use that to pull with him to pull them across back up, maybe.
Yes,
Eventually.
if you don't let go of your sword, you need to
Yeah.
roll half your weapon skill, otherwise it's pulled out of your hands. What's your skill?
That is, yeah, my weapon skill is
85, isn't it?
yes.
Right. So then what happens is Whiteeye goes ah and starts falling in slow motion, like looking up at you, Earl, as they do. The sword, Ryan's sword, is yanked out of his hand, and Whiteeye disappears into the darkness. I'm sure he's dead. I'm sure, like, you know, all the baddies that fall into a flowing river always die, don't they?
I'm going to try to keep hold of him. I'm going to try to grab him.
You try to grab him, right? Okay. Well, that is going to be a fist roll. And remember, you're only holding on with one hand. Your other hand had a shield because you were trying to shield bash. So how are you trying to grab him? With your feet?
Yeah. I'm going to wrap my legs around him to stop him letting go.
Right. Okay. Give us a kick roll. Right. If you succeed at this kick roll, you can put your legs around him. Oh, it's always Earl. It's always Earl. He's going to roll 0-1, isn't he?
There'll be a 0 in it. It's the same as my fist roll, isn't it?
I think so.
Should,
There may be a kick skill actually. It'll be on
there is a kick skill on
Yeah,
natural weapon.
It's the same.
Go on then. Earl's determined to plummet to his death here. Right, again, he starts falling in slow motion. Earl desperately tries to wrap his legs around him.
Made it.
Right. Okay. So, Whiteeye lets go, starts to plummet. Earl wraps his legs around him. You need to make another roll on the resistance table because you start slipping down the chain now.
I'll shout, pull me the back across!
Right, come on. Good God, man. Right, so what's your strength?
Dead.
Earl, what's your strength?
16.
16. That is not enough. You manage to wrap your legs around him. You slip. You start slipping down the chain. You can basically let go of him or fall off the chain together. Because one of you's got to go. So basically, it's like at the last second, you know, when the hero's like trying to save him, and he's going, yeah, the buddy's going, you're not going to save me, and then falls anyway. So you basically you've failed. You can't take the weight, and you have to let go of him, or you have to let go of the chain.
I'll look down right in his eyes, hook a loogie at him, open my legs and go, fuck you!
Use your look reroll.
No, that's not going to make it. I'd need a really low roll to be
Right.
able to roll.
Remember, Earl's holding on one hand, and what he's rolling against is his size, Whiteeye's size, and his encumbrance and Whiteeye's encumbrance. Whiteeye's in like full bronze armor, with like a big bronze battle axe and a bronze mace. So he'd have to roll really like 0-1 or 0-10 kind of roll. Right, so you go, fuck you, and then you let go. Whiteeye goes, ah, and just like disappears into darkness. You hear a big splash, taking Ryan's sword with him. Right. You have beaten my Whiteeye puzzle.
Can you get us back across, please?
No, because you're an idiot. For that.
My plan worked!
I can't reach over and grab him, right? He's...
Oh, wait a minute. I'll just start swinging.
Yes, just make a look real, Earl, to get across. As long as you don't fumble, you'll be alright. I say that because you've like fumbled so many times.
I saw the 0 and thought, bye.
Right, through a combination of swinging and the three of you is actually grabbing him as he comes across the swings across. You get across with the chain and the rope because it's still attached to Earl. It's just it was hanging down.
Yeah.
I'll turn around and go, don't let go of the feckin' rope.
Well, I had to save someone, you know?
Yes, me! My plan was perfect!
No, it wasn't. It was very flawed. Very, very flawed.
Look over there you go. Seemed to work.
Right, you're pretty sure that in the form of all cinematic history that Whiteeye's definitely dead. He plummeted to the death with a sword rammed straight through his abdomen.
I mean, getting jammed on all those rocks with that sword in you is probably going to kill you, even if you win.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
Definitely.
So, right, what are you going to do now? What I'm going to do now is, rather than make you walk around one thing at a time, I'm going to turn on the light so you can move room by room and search it. Hopefully I'll get this right. Right, so you should be able to actually see now.
We can see room 17. So now we can see up the stream.
Yeah. So basically now you've got time to thingy. What would you like to do? Whiteeyes disappeared down the screen, fell slow motion, disappeared down the stream. Do you want to explore?
Yeah, we can explore across that other side and check that up.
Yeah, we'll check
you
the other
can-
side first, and then we'll work our way through the entire place and clear it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Can we have like 5 minutes?
Yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break. I'm going to stop the recording at the moment.